Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We back again with another In the Car Chronicles, man. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do on this one, man. Turn this video up like the rest of them, man. Like, share, and subscribe to this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But we're gonna call this story here, I got my get back. We on Sussex 2 for this one, y'all, man. It's a crazy one right here, man. But this is in the beginning, man. When I was on Sussex 2, man, like, I can remember, man, a lot of things that was going on. We was in 2C, man, when you young and you really ain't really got no guidance, man. You got a lot of time to serve. You're not really trying to do the right thing in there, man. Like, in the beginning stages, man, like, I still was a cautious young boy, man, at the age of 19. But still, though, man, I still was kind of a little wild because it wasn't like I was just picking on people and just randomly rumbling and doing wild stuff like that. Like, I just wasn't going for nothing. Like, I wasn't going for nobody trying to trick me, do no old petty stuff. I wasn't going for nothing. So I was one of the young boys that was on some maniac time when it comes to, like, I just ain't going for nothing. I really didn't have to, like, beat people up to show people I ain't going for nothing. I just already knew what time it was. I felt like my experience that I went through in the jail was kind of like, you know, I've been through a lot in there. So it's like, I was built for this situation where I'm into now, man. Being in prison, that jail got me prepared for that, even though it's a whole different ball game, man. But this is around the time where I'm kind of still being a young maniac, man. So we in 2C, man. I'm in there. It's a few dudes that I'm rocking with, man. You know, in the beginning stages, I'm in cell 34. Like, this isn't a good cell to be in because I can't see nothing, but this is the cell they assigned me to, man. So it's like I can't really see anything, but I'm in cell 34. But I'm back there. I got a good roommate, man. I'm messing with a couple of dudes in there that was from Norfolk, man. So a lot of times there used to be situations, man, like all we used to do for real, man, is just gamble. That was our only problem, man. We ain't do nothing but gamble, man. That's all we used to do was gamble, man. Spades, tump game, the dice game, the CeeLo game, all type of gambling, man. Every time you look up, you gambling. You playing tickets, you gambling. You always gambling, man. That's all we was doing on that joint, man. So, like, we was really competitive when it came to that, man. In the jail, dudes were majorly competitive when it came to gambling, events, spades, tunk, any type of cards, casino. Dudes is super competitive, man. So, like, me and my homeboy used to be spade partners, man. So, like, while we were playing spades, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it basically used, with us being from Norfolk, it's basically us versus whoever, you know what I mean? Like, we really ain't gonna gamble with nobody from the town that's like that, but it's whoever else want to bet. So we used to play a bunch of different people, man. The DC dude, his homeboy from Northern Virginia. We used to play the Richmond dudes. We used to play the dudes from Charlottesville. We used to play, it was a few different guys in there that we used to always play spades with. Now, this time right here, I felt like my game was great. I felt like I had a great game, but at the same time though, like, dudes are better than you in there, man, because dudes been locked up longer. Dudes know all type of different tricks. You know, I started learning more about spades the more I kept playing, but like, it's people gonna be better than you in there, man. So me and my homeboy, man, we're gonna call him Rock, man, but my homeboy Rock, he's not really like a super live wire, but he ain't going for nothing either. You know what I mean? Bro, super dumb trained. He a slim dude, one of them slim dudes that know how to box real good, that can rumble. You know what I mean? Like, he on that type of time. So, like, I'm rocking with him in there, you know what I mean? He didn't come on with us on the bus, but he came straight from receiving as soon as he got there, from Mecklenburg receiving. So it was a lot of dudes from Mecklenburg receiving that was from Norfolk, Tidewater, all over the Tidewater basically, that was coming to Sussex too. So he was one of them. So when he got there, me and him locked in immediately, and we was cool. So while we was in there playing spades and everything was going smooth, sometimes there used to be situations, man, because, you know, you can get to talking junk in spades, and next thing you know, that leads to, if you super disrespectful about what you're saying or who you talking to, if somebody feeling like they can't really take somebody talking junk to them. So we in the joint. I'm never really a dude that's gonna talk junk unless you talking junk to me. So if you be like, yeah, you sick, y'all set up, like, what? I look at my hand, who's sick? That's when I'm gonna get to start talking. I'm just ain't gonna randomly be like, yeah, boy, you a bum. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to you. Yeah, you a bum. That's what my homeboy Rock used to do, man. Rock used to, he didn't care. He didn't care. It was all in the love of the game. It wasn't like he was like super violating dudes with the verbal. Like, he just, you know, he talking to you on the card table. So I can remember this time, man, when we was gambling, man, some Richmond dudes, man. Now the Richmond dudes, I was alright with one of them, but the other one I really didn't, we didn't really vibe like that. So it wasn't no beef or nothing like that, but I just ain't vibe with him like that. He was doing his thing, I did my thing. But we playing against them. Now both of us good, all of us can play. But at the same time though, man, like, we never know what's gonna happen. So they had end up going 10. They went 10 on the first hand. Now we playing bring your money to the table, and we're playing for $10 a game, not 5. I have to put up, not I have 10 and he put up to, no, we playing for 5 for me, 5 for him. As soon as you lose the game, you pay the money, $10 a game. That's what we playing. So when they went 10, we set them on 10. They this is what we made, 5 books. I don't know how they went. I don't know how they thought they went 10, because I had 4 spades with the queen of spade, and I had a couple of miscellaneous. I think I had a king, and then my partner helped me out. So we end up setting them. We end up setting on people, man. So they was mad about that. They had to pay us immediately right then and there. So they paid up, which they basically paying my homeboy Rock. So they paid him. So we play again. We play him again. We set him. We set him again. Him and the dude from Richmond and his roommate get to arguing. Now, the main dude from Richmond, man, the other dude, I ain't gonna say his name, or I ain't gonna make up a name, man, but we just gonna say the dude from Richmond. But the one that's on the same type of time that I'm on, just basically playing with his homeboy, because his homeboy is gambling, man, we gonna call him Lewis, man. Now, Lewis, he was just like me. We both was quiet. Like, we weren't really like trying to just randomly talk junk. We already knew we both was playing with our partners. We basically, they gambling, but we playing with them, but we still gonna be competitive. So they get to arguing. Lewis and his homeboy get to arguing. They arguing. The dude that's betting on Rock, they going at it. They going at it about who gonna do, why they doing this, why you ain't push the spades. We had them set last hand, They going at it. So they get to arguing at first. So Rock sitting back there laughing about it. Rock like, yeah, that's what we do. Rock like, yeah, they like, man, you don't do nothing. Man, you don't do nothing for real, man. You don't do nothing. So Rock was like, man, y'all can't beat us, man. We gonna keep beating y'all. Let's keep bringing the money. We keep beating y'all. Dude was like, man, you know what? Dude just walked away from the table. You know what I mean? Dude from Richmond walk away from the table. Now, this is the one that Rock is back. So when he walk away from the table, I'm looking, I'm like, Lord, man. So Rock like, man, it don't matter. We got to finish this game. You know what I mean? We got to finish this game. Dude, like, I ain't finishing no game. I ain't playing y'all no more. We in the middle of a game and we winning. And this man just walked away from the table, man. So I ain't gonna lie. At that very moment right there, man, it's whatever with me. And Rock especially, man. So I thought Rock was about to take off right then and there, y'all. So boom. Because dude really won't play no more. He was like, he was done. He was like, he was done. He won't play no more. And that was that, man. So I'm looking at him, right? Because I'm seeing how he moving around. I'm watching his mannerisms. I'm watching how he looking. He looking really aggressive. And then his partner walked away from the table after a while. And now they standing over there with the Richmond dudes. Now, it's more Richmond dudes in there than us. But at the same time, we're going to go. It ain't like they had like, they going to have 10 dudes that's going to go. It just was a decent amount of Richmond dudes in there. And it was probably about 4 or 5 of us. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it was some old heads in there too, but I'm not counting them. I'm counting on the people that I was dealing with on an everyday basis. So they outnumbered us at the end of the day. So I'm basically with my homeboy, but I'm with the BS around this time. Y'all ain't gonna lie. So my homeboy kind of feeling a little disrespected because dude walked away from the table. Now we beat him out of the $10, and we supposed to get ready to beat him out of $20, but now he done walked away from the table. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, this junk crazy. So they all grouped up over there. You know what I mean? They all grouped up over there, and for real, they had this one dude that used to rock with this old head that we rock with. Now, the old head that we rock with, man, he pulled up. I guess he had talked to the Richmond dude. So he pulled up and was like, yeah, he talking to Rock, though. He like, yeah, look, man, dude said, man, he can't play spades, man. Why you keep talking, man? You do too much talking, man. So Rock was like, man, I do too much talking, man. They talk junk too, man. You wildin' like. So he like, man, that's what he say, man. So he like, man, what about that money, though? He gonna finish the game, one or the other. So I look at Rock like, bro, listen, man, forget that. He was like, nah, Weezy, man. Dude gotta pay, man. He gotta pay or finish the game, one or the other. So the old head, like, man, for real, I talked to the old head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that junk, man. Like, I told him that's messed up. He ain't supposed to leave in the middle of a game. But at the end of the day, though, man, like, if you trying to wreck him, I'm gonna tell him you trying to wreck. So Rock was like, man, if he ain't playing this game, I'm trying to wreck. I ain't trying to do no talking. I'm trying to wreck. So the old head was like, all right, bet. So the old head went over there and told they old head. So they get to talking, they get to grouping up. You see the dude that walked away from the game, he looking all super duper pumped up, you know what I mean? He looking extra all pumped up. So why he doing that? We all standing back by the cut. We just looking Rock like, man, this dude don't say he ain't playing, man. I'm gonna do him dirty. I'm letting y'all know now. Now, Rock was a little taller than the dude he gonna fight, but still though, a fight is a fight. You get called out, you gotta fight. So we standing over there waiting. So as the old head walked back over there where we was at, he was like, yeah, he say he'll fight. He said, cause he ain't coming back to play. So he say he'll fight. So I'm like, why? So when he said that, I'm like, yo, listen, we can go to my cell. Because y'all know I'm in cell 34. That's the Terror Dome. That's the Octagon, y'all. So boom. That's what fights happen all the time. 34 and 12, those the last sales on the corner tiers. So at the end of the day, those are the octagons, man. That's where the fighting go down at, man. So I'm like, bro, y'all can come to my cell. Sweet lady in the booth, floor officer just walking around from our part to the next part. It's a great opportunity, man, if we want to be psychos, man. So let's do it. So I tell Rock was like, man, all right, that's a bet. So Rock shooting his cell, which was cell 4. He went to go scrapped up, got his stuff together. He come back out. We shoot upstairs. So when we shoot upstairs, it's me, Rock, my other homeboy, and the old head. You know what I mean? So when we look up, my man, I can't see around the corner from the shower because I told y'all 34 is a blind side. Only thing I can see is a wall in front of me and looking through the crack of my door down to the right. If I come to my door and look, I can kind of see diagonal down into the pod slightly, but not a great view. But it's definitely not going to be a great view, man. So my homeboy peeked around the corner. He was like, hey, little Richmond dudes about to come up here. So the old head went and looked, He was like, yeah, they on their way up here. He was like, man, listen, man. Like, if they want this to be a battle royal, bro, over his homeboy being wrong, then so be it, man. You know what I mean? That's what I said. So Rock was like, man, listen. Like, they don't want that, man, for real. This is about nothing right here. This is about him being wrong, and now we about to fight over it. But since he want to fight, we gonna fight. So I'm like, all right, let's fight then. You know what I mean? So dude came up there from he wasn't looking scared or nothing. He came up there with like 4 or 5 dudes, though. I'm gonna say that, though. So y'all know, like I say, right in front of my cell in the little breezeway area, like before you get to the showers, dudes used to go up there and hit the la-la. You know what I mean? You just sit behind the trash can, hit the la-la. This is back when you still got Black & Milds, Newport, so the whole pod smelled like tobacco. You know what I mean? So la-la won't nothing. Back then, to just mess around in the pod. So dudes coming up there, sometimes you'll see packs of dudes coming on the top tier just for that main reason right there. But for this reason right here, y'all, it's for a fight game, y'all. So boom! So they came around the corner. They bend the corner. So when they bend the corner, they stop kind of like at that breezeway joint. We all standing right there. So the old head looking, he like, yeah, look, man, they gonna go in there and wreck. You know what I mean? So the dude that was playing on the jump with him, the dude Lewis, he looking, he like, nah, but I'm going in there with him though, cause I ain't, nah, look, we gotta go, they fight. But yeah, 2 of us gotta go in there though. 2 of us gotta go in there. Like 2 of y'all gotta go out in the fight, bro. He was like, yeah, cause this my little cousin. I ain't letting him get done dirty. He said, I'm like, bro, listen, bro, they gonna fight one-on-one, and that's all it's gonna be. That's all it's gonna be, man. Your cousin gotta be a man for what he did, bro. He was like, man, look, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't got no problem with you, shorty. But at the end of the day, this my little cousin. He was speaking Chinese, basically, y'all. I won't hear nothing he was saying. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? That's what it is. So Rock was like, man, come on, it's all good. So we step in the room. I get to the wall over here. Bro stand by the toilet. The dude Lewis is across from me, and his homeboy standing in the back. Then it's another dude. So we all in the cell looking like idiots. You know what I mean? But we young maniacs around this time, because they wasn't old either. Man, I promise you, man. It was like, y'all go ahead. So they could square off. They square off and they jump, boom, 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 boom. They start rumbling, you know what I mean? Good fight. The dude rumbling, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. As soon as they grab up, they dudes break it up. Oh, y'all hold on. Y'all break that jump up. Y'all break it up. You know what I mean? Square off again. Boom, 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 boom. They rumbling again crazy. You know what I mean? Like, man, so it ain't like nobody's getting off on nobody, because Rock is getting off, then dude to catch Rock, because they boxing. This ain't no wrestling, ground and pound game. Like, really, I didn't really want to do a fight like this. Like, I just would have had to cheat. I'm sorry, y'all, man, because I'm a natural ground and pound guy, y'all. So, boom. Pause, though, man. But, like, real talk, man, I'm trying to get my joint over with quick, because I'm not Floyd Mayweather, man. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for all that, man. So, they rumbling. This a good fight. It's like 3 minutes in. They done broke it up a couple times, you know what I mean? Rock like, yeah, you can't handle me, dude. Like, you can't handle me, Sean. They going back and forth. They snapping out, man. So they get the wrecking again. Boom, 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 boom. This time they get the wrecking. It was kind of like Rock kind of like do a 2-piece at him. Then he came into Rock, and Rock kind of slung him. And when Rock slung him, he kind of, the dude a little smaller than Rock, he fly a little bit. He fly, boom, he hit the wall. Rock to start getting it to him. Boom, 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 boom. And Rock start getting it to him. Man, it's my word, the dude, not the dude Lewis who was playing on the team with him that I know. Man, another dude that was in there, man, he swung on Rock. Boom, he catch Rock. When he catch Rock, the old head try to catch him and slip. When the old head slip, I'm looking this way. But as I'm looking, the punch is already coming, y'all. That jump like this. I was looking, I was like, whoosh. I was like, no, the whole time, I'm like, no, he didn't. This nigga a psycho, y'all, so boom. And this man punched me in my shit. When he punched me in my shit, I gather, I try to get him. He moved behind. Another nigga that was in there, he moved behind. The nigga Rock And the dude who was originally rumbling, they start rumbling crazy. So they come right there. They get it, boom, they boom, boom, boom. They getting crazy. They getting crazy. Dude slip out. This is my word. It was like, yo, the police coming up here. The police coming up here. Niggas hit the police noise. Next thing you know, I'm looking for the nigga that squirmed out the cell. The nigga squirm out the cell, man. Nigga get out the cell. Goddamn police rush that jump. What's going on in here? What's going on in this jump, man? They looked at Rock. They looked at the young boy. They was like, y'all come on. Y'all come on, man. White, what y'all got going on in here? I won't say nothing. I was like, that's where I was like, yo, dude stole me, man. I can't believe dude stole me, man. Thank God didn't mop me up. And they seen it. So they took Rock and they took the dude from Richmond that he was rumbling with. So they took him. You know what I mean? So I was the dude that stole me, Lewis. Like, I found out when they came out. So as soon as they came out my cell, they called lockdown, locked the whole pod down. So as my celly coming back up, my celly was like, yo, they got the other dude down there too in handcuffs. You know what I mean? That's the dude, Lewis. So they end up locking up Lewis, Rock, and goddamn the dude Rock was rumbling. You know what I mean? So all of them was gone. Me, the old head, the other dude, we got away with the joint. They grabbed them niggas. So them niggas went to the Bing. They was out of here, man. So I'm pissed. I'm like, yo, this nigga Lewis stole on me, man. Old head was like, man, shit, them niggas goddamn was already planning on doing that shit. Probably they weren't trying to fight fair. I'm like, yo, man, this shit crazy, man. I gotta have that nigga ass, man. I was like, man, this shit crazy, man. I was like, man, bro, I already know we gonna fight as soon as he get out the hole. This nigga snuck me, but for real, the way that shit was designed, it kind of supposed to happen like that. It kind of supposed to happen like a nigga gonna goddamn, you know what I mean? Like a nigga gonna fight, man. But like, for real though, man, like the whole time, the rest of the time I was in 2C, man, I just started blacking out on the la like crazy because that joint had me like, man, like I never really had nobody sneak me before. So like when he caught me, it was like he caught me. Like he punched me in my shit, definitely. But it didn't bruise me because he caught me like right here. You know what I mean? Now he'd have caught me probably right here by my eye. I definitely would have bruised. But when he caught me at it didn't bruise me. I felt that shit though. Definitely felt that shit, y'all. And I told myself, man, I said, I got a hair dude, man. That shit on sight, man. So boom. God damn it. Now Lewis was back there a minute. Not really a long time, but he was back there about a month and change. And this was before I knew they was dragging you back there in the hole that you gonna get drugged. But he was back there a little second. He was back there a little. I ain't see him on the compound because anyway I would have seen him, you already know I had a hound. I'm pretty sure he would have knew that because he stole on somebody, bro. And you already know we got to fight, bro. Like I ain't gonna take it to no weapons as of now, but we definitely got to fight, bro. You stole me, bro. Like however we gotta go, we gotta go. So that's how I'm feeling about the jump. So he stayed in the hole. You know what I mean? I didn't know why it was taking so long for him to get out, but it's been a month and change. You know what I mean? It's been a month and change, man. But through the midst of that month and change, man, they come piss me. I catch a dirty urine, man. Man, they come get me, man. I couldn't believe it, man. It's my first dirty urine, y'all. 2C game. Like this, a lot of stuff was going on, but this went on too, man. But it won't really nothing because nothing really happened. I didn't fight nobody, man. But this dude stole on me, man. And I'm going to the Bing, man. I was mad, like for real. He been back there so long. I didn't forget about what happened if I see him. You know what I mean? But I forgot about it. Like I'm not thinking like man, I'm just sick, man. I'm about to go to the Bing, man. My first time going to the Bing, man. Like, man, I'm trying to sneak stuff back there. I'm trying to do all type of stuff because I know it's a wrap, man. This junk's so crazy, man. So when the lady come pack me up, man, they came later on that night and told me to come on, and they walked me to 3 building. They put me in 3A. The downstairs pod, man. I was happy that I was able to get 3A, man, because 3A was the pod that had the window. I had access to the window to look outside when dudes going to chow hall. I had that, man. So like, at least I had that, man. So when I walked into the joint, when they told me I was going to 3D, I wasn't feeling too mad because I'm like, yo, as long as I ain't on the back wall. I was like, what cell I'm going to? He was like, man, you going to cell 20. I was like, well, all right, that's a bet. I got one of the main cells that I tell y'all I'm just on the top tier. But I can see the yard. I can see people going to chow. So I'm happy about that as I'm going into the pod. So they walking me back there, man. I get in the joint. They taking me upstairs. As I'm getting upstairs, they got the tray slots open like on some joints. So I'm in 26, but they got cell 27, 28, 29, 30, and like they got a few like chuck holes open. So usually in the hole, when dudes chuck holes are open, dudes get sitting on their box. So you can see their face kind of, you know what I mean, like through the chuck hole, like, you know what I mean. So I walk up the steps, man. I get up the steps and walking to my cell. As I'm walking to my cell, I look. I see the dude Lewis. I see him. I'm talking about like I spot him. Like his beard then grew. You know what I mean? He been back there a minute. His beard then grew. He wolfing. His hair wolfing. Everything. His waves are gone. He's super wolfing. He like, as he see me, he got a smile on his face. Like he like, and I'm looking at. I'm walking upstairs. I'm like, man, look at this, man. Dude had me my pillow. I was like, I mean, close the door on me. Boom. They close the door. I come to the door. I'm just standing at the door. I'm just looking. I'm looking at the pod. I'm like, somebody say, T. White. It's like, yo. I know it's him because it's right next door. He was like, man, that ain't supposed to happen like that, man.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.